Hey, how's everybody doing? It's Elgin, obviously. My topic of today is about cash investors when cash is not cash. So, my first disclaimer, though, is I know there are a lot of you, I've got friends and I've got clients that purchase with cash and also use the cash type system to purchase that are legitimate people that do wonderful work. So, I'm not talking to you or anyone else that is like that. Here's what I'm speaking to, and I'm not going to say this is a good or a bad thing, but excuse me. You'll often get offers, particularly for sell by owners, some of you guys that may not have representation, from quote unquote cash buyers. Please understand that a good portion of cash buyers are not really all cash, like they've got money in the bank and they do the deals. There are well, I shouldn't say most. I just to say there's quite a few. And as the market has changed over the years, and you've got seminars and everybody's jumping in about flipping and not using their own money and all this other kind of stuff that's out there. There are a lot of people that are in the quote unquote cash purchasing game, and what they're doing is number one, they're trying to identify properties. Once they identify properties, and they're shipping them off to someone else as quickly as they can. You have others that are offering cash, but they really are doing some type of hard money financing. So in those particular cases, if they're doing some hard money financing, a lot of times there are appraisals and some other stuff done between the hard money lender and that cash investor. You'll also find that an awful lot of your cash investors, because they're not just purchasing with cash to do themselves. I'm not talking about that person. They are assigning properties to other people, and or they'll try to get you in at one price. Then when the physical inspection comes and all this and that, just other stuff, then they will begin to negotiate that cost, negotiate the price or whatever downwardly because of those repairs. So if you're working with a cash buyer, those are just some things. I'm not telling you not to, but some things to just be aware of. In our particular case, if we're representing the seller and it's a cash buyer and they want a longer escrow period, I mean, they want 21 days or something like that, my first question is why? Why do you need that much time if you have all cash? In my experience, and this again is not all of the time, then that is where a lot of this stuff here happens to fall into play. A lot of times you'll have the cash investor that will write offers on properties that they have not seen. It will be subject to the interior inspection. Well, if the property is available to be seen, meaning that it's not tenant occupied or it's not some kind of situation to where the property cannot just be shown in a normal real estate basis, you ought to, in my opinion, have a red flag up about that, or just work the transaction accordingly, understanding that once the people get into the property, they may at that point decide that the numbers that they ran prior to seeing the property no longer work for them. And all of a sudden there's another 5 or 10% haircut that they're looking to give the seller. So just a lot of different things, but I just want you to understand and be aware that before you jump up and down and do jumping jacks and click your heels, when you get a cash offer, just remember, it's not always cash. As always, remember, no matter what you're going through in life, it is just a temporary condition, because things do change, and it truly is. It's a great life. Now, God bless you. Have a fantastic day.